In the small town of Foley, Minnesota, there is a man who is not your typical retired school teacher. If you ever drove down the main street of Foley, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. His name is Dan, and he owns Barntiques Custom Wooden Designs. Mr. Haynes was a teacher at Foley High School for 28 years.
Even though as a teacher I had fun and used humor and used a lot of movement, and I get to still use that in my second career.
If you haven't guessed it by now, Dan was a shop teacher and also involved with theater. Mr. Haynes taught his students to think outside of the box and let their creative juices flow.
Going from the classroom and theater to the wood shop
was an easy transition for him. Having background in woodworking and the creative arts also helped mold and shape his crooked creations to how they are today. I was invited to Golden Valley to check out his most recent build. He was working on a castle for a young boy's medieval backyard getaway.
I got it right here. Here.
Sounds good.
So from inside, they'll be able to pull one pulley for one flap of the one window flap, and then the other pulley for the other window flap. You know, my projects tend to be unique, different, artistic, all of those things, but they're usable. That's the cool thing about them is that people can get a life out of them and then a second life out of them.
When the boy grows out of the castle, his mother plans to use it as a yoga studio and the father wants to read and smoke cigars on the porch.
The railing all came from Lake Superior.
Really?
We went up and did a salvage run up to Lake Superior.
I know that there are people who build things that look somewhat similar, meaning they have a bit of a curved roof on them. I tell clients I really don't know what their final product is going to look like. I have enough time where I have the energy and I have the passion and I have the ability to continue this and to grow it into something that I hope stands for years. I hope people drive by these when I'm 85 years old and they think of me, or they think, wow, that's really cool. I wish someone could build that for me.
Dan has been building dreams all his life. There is no project he can't do. Dan shows a perfect example of how a passion can push you far beyond your first career. From the classroom to the job site, there is no telling where his crooked creations will take him.